All right, 49ers, Lions. This is going to be a good one. If you're new to the channel, we're actually Detroit Lions fans, but we have this channel all about the San Francisco 49ers because we grew up liking the Niners, and now we've had this channel for a little bit, and just so happens now this week's getting weird, right? Because we're playing the Niners. So here's what I love, though. I love Deebo Samuel is a player I've always liked. He is responding to CJ Gardner-Johnson. CJ Gardner-Johnson comes to the Lions, and he is this big-time free agent, sure up the secondary. Well, he gets here. This dude's like nuts, man. He's talking. He's been talking all year. He was injured for most of the year and was still talking. So let's look at how Deebo Samuel really kind of ended this trash talk once, I don't know, once and for all, but before this game. So remember, this kind of came out of nowhere when CJ Gardner-Johnson kind of just made fun of him because it started in week 6. So CJ Gardner-Johnson's out. He's not even playing. He made fun of Samuel, claiming he avoided a fight until Trent Williams got involved. And so Samuel said, all right, I'm going to give you the Javon Wims treatment. Remember that, where Javon Wims comes up and is just like going to town. I don't know if it came through or not on the website. That was that weird one where it's like, you see Deebo run, typical wide receiver behavior, then act hard when Trent saved him. So it's like, oh, what? And then CJ Gardner-Johnson goes on Instagram Live and says, he's like, don't be friendly when you see me. And he even says, like, I don't know what round of playoffs we're going to see each other. Well, NFC Championship game. He's like, because I can guard you. You can't run routes. You're a running back. That was a good one. I like that. And then he comes on an interview. Deebo's like, he just sound like he's mad. I got the bag and a lot of money, and nobody knows who he is. And then Deebo, right there, right? And then because Deebo's been paid, CJ Gardner-Johnson just gets a series of 1-year deals here over the last 3 years. He goes to the Saints, the Eagles, and now the Lions, just because I see why. He thinks he's way better than he is. He's really good, but he thinks he's way better. He's trash talking. He's doing all this nonsense off the field. And so I think teams are just like, nah, I don't know. We can't commit to you, man, more than 1 year. But the guy plays hard and he's good. So based on Samuel's response on Friday, there's no danger of him being friendly with CJ Gardner-Johnson. The wide receiver was adamant he won't be trying to protect his shoulder with a place of with the Super Bowl on the line. I ain't protecting nothing. This is going to be crazy. Like this game, as if it wasn't already insane. Now you've got Deebo Samuel saying basically, yo, dude, you don't make money and I do, and I got the bag and you don't. And so that was kind of the last of it. But these dudes are going to match up really well. So now let's transition a little bit into the game itself. And, again, we're Detroit Lions fans, so we have unique perspective on this game as we go into this and what the Niners can expect. Here's, as a Lions fan, when I look at the Niners, what makes me nervous is innovative offense, heavy motion. You saw that with the Rams. Rams came in heavy motion. There's a reason you do that. I mean, it just plays with the eyes. It plays with assignments. So the Niners are just going to constantly be a tough matchup for the Lions. So I think the Lions, what they've done all year is they've said, okay, we're going to give stuff up, but we have to be aggressive. We are not good enough to just read and react and play defense and hope we can make a play. We don't have the horses defensively, so we have to come after you. We have to blitz. We have to bring corner blitzes, nickel blitzes. We have to drop linemen, zone blitzes. There's a lot of different things that the Lions do just because they can't read and react. They're not good enough. They're not quick enough. They're not fast enough. So can those things get home, and can those work, and can those be properly timed, and can the Lions prevent the big play? The Lions have prevented the big play all except for really the Rams here in the last few weeks. And now they've given up big plays, but not for touchdowns. And then the Rams, they gave up 2 big touchdown plays. And that is just something the Lions haven't done. They give up big plays, but then when you get inside the red zone, they really kind of hunker in and have been holding people to 3. So that's really the game, and that's what's funny about football. It's very complicated, intricate, but when you really break it down, it's who's going to score more touchdowns. I mean, right? Like that's who's going to get in the end zone more. Hello. So can the Lions hit on those explosive plays that they've been hitting? The Lions lead the league in 20-plus yard plays. They go down the field. They lead the league, or they're in the top 3 of touchdowns scored this year. it's about getting in the end zone. I mean, who's going to get in the end zone, not settle for three, get in the end zone? And then the other thing, I think if you're a Niners fan, you look at your kicker situation. He always makes you just a little nervous, but he's got a great leg. He's a guy that can make it happen. And the Lions, you feel better about your kicking situation, but it's not a guy with a big leg. So that's why the Lions, they're already aggressive, but when they're around the 30, 35, they're going to go for it just because he just doesn't have the biggest leg and they feel comfortable 4th and 4 on the 36. The Lions are going to go for that all day. So this is going to be one play after another, one of the most entertaining games that we could possibly ask for. And I think the Lions are going to be right there. And really, if the Niners play their game, don't make mistakes, they win. But if they make mistakes, couple of this, go that, the Lions will win. So let me know your thoughts in the comments on this one, and we'll see all of you on the next one.